I'm Jennifer Barr, and I live in Silicon Valley, and I have a friend from London who does magical dinners when he comes to town. About a dozen people who've never met get together and they talk about good ideas. The last time I was in town, one of the attendees was a young man, maybe 22, from San Francisco, dressed in the height of fashion. And as we went through the event, about halfway through, we stopped and introduced ourselves and said what we did. And he identified his profession as kind of a quantified self-experience, where he videotapes and puts online everything about his life. I nod and I smile, and then I say, well, you mean almost everything, right? Like you're not videotaping the dinner party. And he said, oh no, I'm videotaping the dinner party. What I thought was kind of a modern, fashionable necklace was actually a device that had been taking a panoramic video and full audio of the dinner and uploading it online. And I had been talking about a personal breakup with the person next to me, something I definitely wanted to be private. And I stopped and I said, don't you know you have to tell us that you're audio taping us, let alone putting us online? And he looked at me with all sincerity and said, oh, I didn't know that. As I felt the bottom kind of drop out of the pit of my stomach about trying to remember what I said and where is it going to go online, I was realizing that we grew up with rights to privacy that we can no longer take for granted in the internet age. And things that used to be ethically wrong, like stealing, even if you did it for a noble reason, like you needed to feed your child, you knew it was wrong. And now we're in an era where someone basically virtually stole my story and my rights and permission of choice, and they didn't even know anything was wrong. I'm not a stranger to the issues of online privacy. I do social media for one of the largest technology companies in the world, and I help launch one of the social platforms that most of you have probably used on a regular basis. As much as I want to be private, I know that my tweets are being archived in the Library of Congress, that when LinkedIn suggests people I might know, they're actually right 80% of the time. And as much as I don't like this, if you put my picture up on Facebook and Google, they'll tell you my name. I live within walking distance of Apple Computer headquarters, and the kids in the elementary school across the street from where I live, they're learning programming languages the way I used to be taught to conjugate verbs as part of the core curriculum. And this experience at the dinner party has led me to think that we need ethics incorporated as part of a core curriculum in technology education. The E in STEM education needs to include engineering and ethics. We need to be able to safeguard as a society, as individuals, to understand and safeguard our personal privacy. So let's add in ethics to technology. When corporations do software, let's not wait till after the platform or the program is produced. Let's talk about ethics and privacy during, so that it's a basic right and not something that people opt into afterward. And as individuals, moving to one of the great people with ethics in the last century, Gandhi, who said we need to be the change that we want to see in the world, let's spend some time ourselves thinking about a moral compass that would include respect and privacy of other people's rights as maybe a North Star. So the next time you're at a dinner party, whether you're with friends or with someone famous, take a moment before you post a picture online, show it to them if you can, and say, hey, is it okay if I post this?